Warning: bizarre rituals, scandalous love lives, and hidden truths that historians rarely talk about. Behind the pyramids, the mummies, and the golden masks lies a world of explosive secrets. What you thought you knew about ancient Egypt is only half the story. Today, we're uncovering the insane facts about ancient Egypt that will shock you, entertain you, and prove that this civilization was far stranger and more human than the history books ever admit. And trust me, you don't want to miss the one about Cleopatra's rumored invention. Let's start with one of the most bizarre rituals tied to the very survival of Egypt. The Nile wasn't just a river, it was life itself. Its yearly floods determined whether Egypt would prosper or starve. And some sources suggest pharaohs were expected to perform a fertility ritual so shocking, most teachers skip it in class. The pharaoh would stand at the banks of the Nile and symbolically return life to the river in the most intimate way imaginable. Let me clear that up. The pharaoh wasn't just praying at the river, he was ejaculating into it. To the Egyptians, this wasn't scandalous. It was sacred. A king's duty was to literally keep the river flowing. If you think royal drama today is messy, ancient Egypt takes the crown. Pharaohs often married their sisters, and sometimes even their daughters, to keep the bloodline pure. And the results were devastating. Modern DNA tests prove that Tutankhamun, the boy king, was the product of inbreeding. He suffered from a clubfoot, fragile bones, and other genetic issues. Historians believe these family decisions didn't just weaken dynasties, they may have accelerated their collapse. Hidden in a museum in Turin, Italy, lies one of the strangest artifacts ever found in Egypt, the erotic papyrus. Dating back to 1150 BCE, it's a scroll filled with explicit illustrations so wild that scholars once called it the world's first dirty magazine. But that's not all. Egyptians used fertility charms and amulets shaped in exaggerated forms. These objects were believed to ensure potency, protect families, and guarantee children. Imagine walking around with a necklace designed to broadcast your fertility goals. And now, let's talk about what I teased earlier. Cleopatra, one of the most infamous queens in history, Cleopatra was a master of seduction and political strategy. But legend claims she also invented one of the earliest personal devices ever recorded. How? By hollowing out a small gourd, filling it with buzzing bees, and letting vibration do the rest. Historians debate whether this is true, but the fact it even appears in rumor tells us just how scandalous Cleopatra's reputation was. Egyptians loved their cosmetics. Heavy black eyeliner, scented oils, and elaborate wigs weren't just for beauty. They symbolized power and protection. But here's the hidden danger. Many of those makeup recipes contained lead and copper. So while they thought they were protecting their eyes from the sun, they may have been slowly poisoning themselves. Beauty really did come with a deadly price. Everyone knows about human mummies. But did you know the Egyptians mummified animals by the millions? Cats, falcons, crocodiles, even scarab beetles were wrapped and buried as offerings to the gods. Archaeologists once opened a tomb and found 40 mummified cats piled together. For Egyptians, the afterlife wasn't just about humans. Their pets and sacred animals were expected to come along too. Egyptian medicine was advanced for its time, but not always pleasant. They believed in using honey as an antiseptic, smart, but they also prescribed remedies involving crocodile dung and other bizarre ingredients we won't even name here. Imagine going to your doctor and being handed that. So the next time you think of pyramids and golden masks, remember, ancient Egypt was a land of insane rituals, scandalous secrets, and bizarre truths hidden for thousands of years. And this was only the beginning. We've got even more shocking history waiting for you in the next video.